Howdy howdy, it's Crafty Grinding back again with a arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I'm going to cover the beginner bracket arena guide, and this arena guide is based off of my own learnings opening up a new account under the gamertag Crafty Grinding. I started it at the beginning of the month and I'm 21 days in now, and I've been able to run 4 different arenas, and based off of my results I'm going to come back and share kind of like some guidelines. This is with the beginner and the intermediate. There's been a lot of questions on a lot of my videos like, hey, what about these, what are the cutoffs for the beginner and the intermediate brackets? And unfortunately there's just not a lot of that information, past information out there. Now personally going through it for the beginners, the beginners bracket again, now I can at least give some guidance. Now it's not going to be the same amount of data that I use for some of the other, for all the veteran predictions that I give a couple times a week, but at least this will give folks a guideline anyway when they're trying to determine, how far they need to grind each of the different arenas. And if you follow this guide also, it'll help you to quickly get your roster up. So just a reminder for the bracket, the arena bracket structure in Marvel Contest of Champions. Beginner is day 1 to 30, intermediate is 31 to 60, and veterans is 61 days plus. And this is from the time the account opens, not the amount played. So if you opened up the account, played for a week, stopped playing, came back, 2 months later, guess what? You're in the veterans bracket kind of thing. So just keep in mind it's from the time the account was opened. So just to share some quick results, my first arena results in Summoner Trial, and I recommend doing Summoner Trial at the beginning as you're going to have a lot of more 2 stars than 3 stars. So I went in and then was able to go to 105,000 and got top 10%. And I was also able to get 214,000 in the 3-star arena, and that was good enough to get me a Green Goblin. So the 3-star feature plus 200 4-star shards. So when I look at my second arena results, I was able to get 110,000 in Summoner Trials, and you can see what you get when that again is the top 10% tier. I was able to land in the top 10% tier again in the 3-star arena with 309,000, and with 107,000 that got me in the 26 to 45% tier in the 4-star basic arena. For the third time around, I was for only 101,000. I was able to get the top 10% for Summoner Trial, and for the 3-star arena, I was able to get the top 10% for 249,000. And lastly, I was able to get up myself to the 11% to 25% arena in the 4-star basic. And basically I washed the same thing as I did for the 3rd time results, for the 4th time results, but kind of figured out now with Summoner Trials you can land in that top 10% around 95,000, and once you get 240,000 and go up a couple thousand higher for that 3-star arena, you can get the top 10%. And then lastly, then that allows me to focus, because what I'm trying to do is find that guideline, right? So then I can put more focus on the higher tier arena, which in this case again is the 4-star basic. But even going higher up to 620,000, I still landed in that 25% tier and was not able to, or 11 to 25% tier, and was not able to move to that top 10% tier to get the champion. Now I've heard from others that 700,000, or I should say 750,000, will get you into the top 10% tier, but I have not yet been able to accumulate enough points to confirm that. So anyway, so based off of these 4 different results, here are some cutoff guidelines to consider, and I kind of break those out like days 1 through 10. Those are probably these are the arena kind of results you want to focus on, and then after day 11 you should have the roster to be able to move over to the 4-star basic arena. But the first couple arenas you want to go tackle are Summoner Trial and the 3-star feature. If you get to 95,000, you'll get to the top 1 to 10% tier, and if you get for the 3-star feature, if you get to 245,000, that'll get you to the 10% tier as well. And those are probably as far as you want. You don't want to try to shoot up for the like in Summoner Trial, the next one. As you can see from some of my results, it's just not really worth the extra grinding time. If you kind of land in this place, you'll get the amount of crystals you need to quickly progress your roster. Now when it comes to the 4-star basic, it really depends on kind of how how many 3 stars you have to really grind that arena. And you can see from 100 to 30,000, it'll get you to the 26 to 45% tier. Anywhere from 30,000 to 750, you'll be landing in the 11 to 25% tier, and over 750,000, it should be 1 to 10%. Again, I've not been able to confirm that myself. I've just heard that from other folks who've commented on my channel. So I'm hoping to confirm that this second time around with Iron Man, just to see if I can get 700. Is it 700, 750, or is it even 800? So I'll probably try to land around 725 just to test to see if that's good enough to get to the 10% tier. So, you know, this is, again, this days 1 through 10, you want to kind of focus on the summer trial and the 3-star feature arena, and days 11 plus is when you can really start trying to grind into the 4-star basic. Now, what I also, just real quick before I kind of go into the streaks, so one of the interesting things will be for the 4-star feature, since there shouldn't be a lot of folks in there grinding, since a lot of folks within the first 30 days shouldn't have, unless they were extremely lucky with feature crystals or spend a boatload of cash on feature crystals, they shouldn't have a lot of 4 stars and any 5 stars to really go after the 4-star feature. So now that I have 3 4 stars, I may just play around in that one too, just to see, you know, with minimal effort, because there shouldn't be a lot in there. Where will that get me exactly? So anyway, it'll be interesting to see. Now, you know, one of the things, of course, to kind of, you know, to help any arena grinding is the infinite streak. How can I continue to get easy opponents? And it's after, you know, you get to streak 15 is when the game starts giving you easier opponents to play. So for the Summoner Trials and the 3-star arena, I provided some updated kind of ways to go after to get to the infinite streak. And you can see here with streak 1 through 12, your lowest 2 stars, 13 and 14. If you have 2 ranked 2 level 20s, you should be able to fend off. Now they're not going to be easy champions that you'll typically get once you get to the infinite streak, but they should be doable if you played the game enough, or, you know, and that's a new thing for new gamers. It will be interesting if you're brand new to the game to see if you can beat them at the 220, but you should have a good chance. But then once you get to 15 to 20, then you can go with 2 rank 2 level 20s and 1 rank 1 level 10, and then 23 plus you can go with 2 level 2 rank 20 and 1 low. But you know what, you can actually even do 1 rank 2 and 1 rank 1, and then another rank 1 at level 1 to really go for that after you get to fight streak 23 or higher. And as for the 3-star arena, 1 through 12, you should use any of your low. And I would recommend first, once you get to kind of this point where you can do both Summoner Trials and 3-star arena, start with 3-star arena first. Use all those low 2-star level champions to get through streak 1 through 12. Then when you get to 13 and 22, you need to have 2 rank 3 level 30s and 1 rank 2 level 20. Then you should be able to get through those fights. And then lastly, at fight 23 and above, you can go 1 rank 3 level 30 and 2 rank 2 level 20s to maintain the infinite streak, which again, if you're newer to the game, this basically is a point when you get to fight 15 and above, you'll be able to get easier champs given to you by Kabam. So anyway, these are my thoughts on the beginner's bracket. This is what I've seen personally playing a new account again this month, and going through 4 different arenas. So would love to hear, you know, if anybody else has any other guides or tips to grinding the arena for the first 30 days. Would love to hear about it in the comment section, or any questions, throw it in the comment section as well. You know, when I get to day 31 plus, I'll be messing around the intermediate brackets, and then I'll be able to come back and provide a guide on that as well. But anyway, if you like this video, would really appreciate you hitting that thumbs up like button. And if you like this video and others that I have on the channel, would really appreciate a subscribe. Other than that, thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.